Hello and much love to anyone that clicked on the video. My name is Lightenhearts and today I want to share a secret S tier character that's been kind of swept under the rug since the release of Under Knife and Birth 2, which is the Flame Queen herself, Wagner. And I've been playing Wagner a lot in player matches and I thought to myself, wow, the fact that no one is talking about this character and how strong she really is after the 1.10 balance patch is kind of criminal. So today I'm going to highlight a lot of her strengths. I'm going to try to back up my claim on why she's an S tier character. So if you appreciate a video like this, obviously show me some love. Jump the thumbs up button down below. Comment on Wagner. Do y'all like her? Do you feel like she needs a buff or you think she's fine the way she is? Let me know. And if you really vibe with the content, subscribe to my channel, man. I cover everything Under Knife and Birth related because I want you beautiful people to get into an amazing fighting game. So let's discuss Wagner. Let's talk about why this character is an S tier and really unravel why I believe she is good and why you, the viewer, should get your hands on her. Let's get into it. Now, before I discuss what makes Wagner such an S tier character, I think is really important to kind of compare her to Hyde, because Hyde right now is considered to be top tier character, and just off that alone, Wagner should be in the conversation because weirdly enough, these characters are the same, they just approach neutral in slightly different ways. I want y'all to pay attention to the normals, right? Wagner's 5C is the same as Hyde's 5C. Wagner has 6B, just like Hyde, except that Hyde is slightly more farther, and he gets a natural hit on the first hit. Wagner gets it on the second hit. Wagner has the same 2A as Hyde's 2A. Wagner also has not a long-reaching anti-air, but the same thing as Hyde, which is 3C. These characters also have a good kind of get in move. Like Hyde has dash C, Wagner has 236A. Even though these moves are slightly different, I believe, I might be wrong on this, I believe 236A kind of crushes lows like Hyde's dash C, but I might be wrong on that. I'm not too sure. If any high level Wagner mains are watching this video, let me know down in the comment section below. But I believe 236A crushes lows, but I could be wrong. But these two have the same identity, it's just that the way they approach neutral is really different, right? Obviously Wagner has the buff gimmick going on, unlike Hyde, and the way you want to kind of think of these two characters, for anyone that has played Guilty Gear Accent Core, Kido is regular soul bad guy, Wagner is Holy Order Soul, because Holy Order Soul buffs himself in that game just like Wagner does in this and Under Knife and Birth. So now that I mentioned that, let me talk about what makes Wagner so good. For one, Wagner has insane damage. This is one of Wagner's advanced combos, and forgive me if I drop this, I'm not too consistent on this route yet, but hopefully I can showcase where her high damages or high damage come from. Let me show this. Hopefully I don't drop this. I dropped it already. One more time. As the hardest thing about this route is this cancel. But once you get this cancel down, it's pretty easy. Then you do this. Yeah. The hardest thing about that route is literally the forward B plus C into the 2-2-8 cancel. But once you do, it's pretty consistent. This was about 6k combo damage. And that was me not having any sort of buffs prior. Wagner has that high damaging reward once she has the proper resources backing her up, just like Kido. So this is really good for closing out rounds, especially with a character like this that has insane corner carry. One of the best things about Wagner is that she can get you to the corner relatively easy compared to the roster. With her 214, get a combo. Let me do it one more time. And then you get the shield buff, and now you can go for a lot more advantageous block strings and a lot more damaging routes once you're able to connect with your opponent's character once more. So Wagner really good on that department. Really good corner carry, really good combo damage. Another thing that Wagner has comparable to Hyde is that their grab is some of the most damaging in the game as well. If you grab someone with Wagner, she gets about 3k damage, which is pretty crazy. For a regular grab, this is nice. So if you feel like someone's in that health deficit, like around 30%, she can kill you. And on top of the fact, I don't think a lot of high level players talk about this either, I think Wagner has one of the best strike throw games in Under Knife and Birth because of the new move added in this version of the game, which is J forward B plus C. J forward B plus C, not forward. So this right here, if you feel like someone wants to grab you in any weird scenario, you can bait this out with this move and go for a lot of damage. Let me see if I can show y'all an optimal one. You see? Almost 4k damage, even if you spend meter. If someone just wants to randomly grab you or they think you're about to grab them, this is really, really good. I don't see a lot of Wagner players doing this. It's a simple jump back into dive. And you can leave dive plus in your opponent's face if you waste meter. So this is another good way of kind of layering your strike throw game. You jump back, do this, it's +2 on block. And you can also do 236A into this, +2, continue your pressure. Wagner is really, really good at the strike throw department because her grab is some of the most damaging in the entire game. And I'd even mention her shield buff specifically. Her shield buff eats through a lot of dumb shit. It basically has like armor behind it, so if you feel like someone's gonna DP on you, you can literally call it out and still punish them, right? So I'm gonna put Hyde to DP. Now if you hold the button, look how much shit she can eat. And now you get the combo, right? So this is really good if you kind of want to option select people. You see, you hold it. Sometimes they recover quick, but if you have Vorpal, you can chain shift and still basically get the punish. So this is really good if you think someone's gonna mash at you, if someone's gonna throw a DP at you. This basically covers all those options instead of jumping in the air. So pretty nice. Now she has all this positives. Now let me mention her negatives that might kind of stray away from why she's an S tier character. For one, Wagner is kind of expensive in terms of the grid game. FF, her force function kind of eats a lot of grid. Let me get Hyde off of this. So certain combos that you do is not necessarily good because you might lose Vorpal because of it. Another thing that Wagner's kind of weak in is her neutral. Like I mentioned, she doesn't have that great a neutral, or people can consider her neutral kind of linear or limited because she only has 4B plus C, 236A, and 214. All her moves are kind of forward moving, basically a rush down character. And 236A, it's a 22C. If people know the matchup, you can kind of guard thrust this option for both y'all to go right back into the neutral. So there's a lot of easy counter play with Wagner, but trust me, I don't think that's a huge issue because once you're in the corner with this character, and because her strike throw is so good, because of new moves added in Under Knife and Birth 2, she becomes a pretty annoying character to deal with. So just to reiterate, one of the best combo damage in the game, one of the best throws in the game because of what she can do when she enables her sword buff. Pretty good strike throw game because the new move added, and her shield buff allows you to kind of option select a lot of things like mashing and DP. So this is great in case someone you feel is gonna mash on you or kind of combat you in general. And I believe I'm forgetting one thing. A lot of her force function too is safe or just neutral on block. Like her FF is neutral. This is good to end your pressure. Her 2FF is only -2. This is good. You can kind of switch up your pressure a little bit. She has great normals. Wagner to me is by far a S tier character, and I feel like she needs to be in the conversation of being top tier. I'm not making this video so she can get nerfed, but I want people to be more aware of Wagner because she was in the Evo top 6. She was in the recent tournament, which I believe is like top 6 or top 8 with Red Blade. This character is really, really strong. So hopefully I got my message across to y'all. And if y'all like videos like this where I kind of break down characters and share why they're strong or weak, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, my name is Lightning Hearts. Hope y'all enjoyed the video and stay tuned to the next one. Y'all have a blessed day.